You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandes and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Yo.
Welcome.
Are we ready? We're going?
We're live, man.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the All in Our Heads podcast, 100th episode.
100th episode.
That's 100.
100. And the dog is about to knock down the cameras.
Of course.
He walks right through
right underneath
the tripod.
With his nails, being quiet on the carpet, the whole setup. As soon as we start rolling, click, clack, 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 clack.
Click, clack, clack,
All right.
click.
You know what happened right there?
What?
That is our karma, because we never start off well. So we start off kind of smooth.
Yeah.
And Cody was like, nope.
Nah.
Let me help you.
So hopefully everyone hears us out there. We have the audio running good. I'm trying to do multiple things at once. And
Joe's nailing it.
Joe's nailing it. Got the studio set up today.
That's good.
Love going live. And I want to start off by thanking everyone that's been downloading our podcast for the past 100 episodes.
Yes.
People sending their feedback, sending emails, telling us they enjoy it. Let me try and find this one message I got. I should have had this queued up, but of course I didn't. That's a lot going on today. Where did she? We got some nice compliments on the cast. What'd she say?
Here, I'm live right now. I'm doing a little live video. This is us. I'm doing a live video, too. This is the studio. Just want to give everybody a little shot of the studio. That's Joe.
Oh, there you go.
Behind the scenes.
What
there.
are you live on your Facebook?
I'm live on my Facebook, and it'll be into my stories. Just want to say what's up. This is us doing the live. There's Cody getting ready to go down on that bone right there. This is what we can watch, what you guys post, and we can be more engaged. And that's it. I just want to give you guys a little heads up. If you are watching this, stop watching this and go watch us.
Yeah. I can't find the message. Oh, what'd she say? She sent this message a while ago, but she said, I love you guys. Mike needs to be schooled on tipping. That was an old episode we did on tipping.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that back up.
And blah, 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 blah. Fuck, I can't find... She wrote so many compliments about the show that I can't find them right now. But she said she
overall she loved
she
the
woke
show.
up the kids from laughing so hard. And then she was listening with her daughter to one of ours, and her daughter liked it too. So
perfect.
Lisa from Colorado.
Thank you so much.
Just want to say thank you so much for sending those. I wish I was more prepared with your nice emails to me, but I wasn't. So, but as a listener, you know that we're rarely prepared.
Yes. And can we go just address the tipping thing? I don't know where I was wrong. I'm an over tipper when it comes to any restaurant.
Yeah, I forget. What was our take on tipping?
What it was.
Yeah.
Takeout food, and I can't get my brain around tipping the same at a buffet, an all-you-can-eat buffet, that you serve yourself. I'm never going to give 20% for that. It's just never happening.
Yeah.
I got into the place. I go and get all of my food, all of my desserts, everything. They bring me water when I want it. That's not 20% service.
Oh, at the all-you-can-eat buffets.
The all-you-can-eat buffet.
Right.
I have a hard time with that. I'll give you $5. I'll even drop a $5 bill for me and my family. But what are you doing? Sorry. And I know.
I feel like I never even see waiters at all-you-can-eat buffets.
Oh, me and my kids were at one on Sunday.
I haven't been to one in a while, though.
We go to there's two that we go to. One is really nice, and one is we call the ghetto buffet because it's cheap and the food sucks. Everything we eat, we're like, that's not that bad. That's our critique on going to get seconds.
And you go there a lot?
No, we go there once every 2 months because it's
you trying to figure out what type of meat it is? Like, you think chicken? Let's guess. Chicken? And then we'll call them over here. Yeah. Is this chicken? What is this? Pork? So it's cat. Okay.
We were there Sunday. They kept coming, picking up waters. You want water? And clean your plates. Mm-hmm. And then this kid, we're sitting there talking. We're hanging out. Me and my family are laughing. Me and the kids. I want to hang out with them. And I have a tip, and I'm giving $4, man. I'm sorry. It's not a lot, but You didn't do shit. You brought me a lot of waters. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I just can't. I'm not tipping the same way. So and I left it over by. So he brings the tray. After you pay.
Yeah.
So he brings the little tray with my change. And I swear to God, he stands there looking at the tray, and I'm like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Looking." There's looking at the tray. I'm like, "Yeah, I get it. Thanks, man." And he walked away. 2 minutes later, comes up staring at the tray. I'm like, "I got it. We're good." Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. So then I take the money off the tray, my change. I put my change away. I take the $4 and I put it over by the salt and pepper shakers. I'm like, when I'm done eating, you get right in. It comes over, sees the empty tray, reaches right in the middle of us all eating. I mean, sitting there talking, reaches over between us and goes over, rummages through it, gets his $4 tip to walk away. So I'm like, that's not how it works. He walks away, and when he comes back, I just like, that's not how it works, right? And he looks at me, I'm like, what you just did? Not how it works. Not how it works. It's called leave a tip. I left you a tip. You know what that means? I'm gone already, and I left it. While I'm sitting there, that's still my money, you dumb fuck. That's not your tip yet, you dick. I haven't left yet. I was so angry, that guy.
James says they could have 20% of the water they bring me.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess that's all they do. If I think back, it's just the water.
Right. Yeah, water.
Clear a plate.
Clear the plates and bring you water. They don't get me a thing to eat.
Yeah.
So why would I give the same amount I would give a waiter? And I was told that they make an hourly wage, not like waiters make $2 or $3 or whatever it is.
Oh, you looked into that.
Huh?
You looked into
My
that.
daughter's friend works at one.
Oh, is she Asian?
No.
They're allowed?
Yeah.
Wow.
A black girl. She's the hostess and clears tables and seats people, and she makes like $9 an hour plus tips. But they're not getting 20%. They're not. Get the fuck out of here. And if you're delivering me food at a Chinese restaurant or an Italian restaurant, anything under $20, I usually give them $3. Sorry. Anything over $20, I usually throw them $5.
Yeah.
Anything like bigger, $35, $40.
Yeah.
I'll do according, like maybe $5 or $6.
I do it depending on the weather too. That's a factor.
Yeah.
If I make you come out in shitty weather because I don't want to go out, I'll give you extra.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. No, that comes into
Like if you're gonna risk your life in a snowstorm to bring me
my calzone.
Yeah, I got it.
It's $5.
Especially, I have like a soft spot if I see like an older guy that I know doesn't want to be doing this.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like me when I show up to you.
Like, yeah, if you show up to I do, I'd be like, all right, this is plan C. I get
it. Like plan F.
I'm going to. Yeah.
Well played. But
so
that was it's funny. She brought the tip up because this Sunday, I was like, I'm going to go talk about that again because we know we did talk about it.
Yeah, it was
at least 50%, usually 20. What? I tip delivery like a restaurant, 15 to 20%. You're nuts.
Yeah. No, yeah.
You're nuts. It's a one-time drop-off. It's not can I get you anything else? Oh, your soup's cold. Let me go get. Like that's a waiter, man. Like, you need some extra dressing? Oh, you want some more cheese? That's a waiter. A person who just delivers a bag of food and is gone out of my life, unless they come in and make sure I'm sat properly at my table, I'm not giving them 20%. No way.
Yeah, I do. I mean, we don't order a lot of food. Me and Carrie are the only ones that eat Chinese food in this house.
Right.
So it's usually a small bill anyway. So $3-4 usually turns out to be.
Yeah,
you know
that's what I'm saying. Usually I'm like between my bill's usually between $17 and $20. So it's usually $3-4.
Yeah.
But in a restaurant, though,
I got a text that someone's listening to our podcast at work, and the other coworker can hear them from the desk.
Oh, really?
Can hear my voice. Thank you for listening, people. Hey, people that are watching live, please, though, we appreciate you watching live on Facebook, but we need you to subscribe to our audio feed on one of the apps you see below right there.
We need a lot.
Yeah, so that helps us out majorly.
We need help.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a good tip you can leave for us. You like this?
We don't need 20%.
Just subscribe. You can still listen to us on Facebook, but we need those numbers on the audio.
Yes.
But so you feel better? You got the tipping thing out?
Yeah, because I did want to talk about it.
Yeah, because you felt bad. Like you were thinking about it. Like you weren't clear.
Am I wrong for like not leaving that much? Like the driver bringing food to my house, I'm totally comfortable with what I do there.
Yeah.
It's the buffet guy. I'm like, should it be more?
Right.
And that kid waiting around, hovering for a tip. Am I wrong? Or isn't it called leave a tip for a reason? Because I left the tip. Like, while I'm still sitting there having a conversation and my money's on the table, isn't that still my money?
Yeah, I guess.
It's not your money.
Well, no, but you intend it to be theirs.
Yeah, when I'm out of here, it's yours.
That's a tough one because,
Beat
it's...
it.
All right.
You don't reach over the table of fucking drinks to get your goddamn tip and then walk away. You've been hovering over that little tray for your $4. It would have been...
But it's his anyway. It's not like, so if he does something shitty, you're going to like swipe an extra buck from that or something?
No, but what if I'm not done? I'm not done.
Oh, so there could be potential for more coming?
Yep. I can go get... It's a buffet.
No, I mean more tip. There's potential for more tip coming?
I don't know about that.
Well, then just let him take it. Who gives a shit?
No. Fine. But not over me. It's over there on that side of the table right now.
Oh, you don't want him just coming over you.
What are you doing?
I got you. So if he went around the table, it's all right.
How about go around the fucking restaurant and wait until I leave?
Okay.
Because it's leave a tip. It's not take a tip while I'm sitting there.
All right. I get. What about when you go on vacation and they like you pay for like an all inclusive and they're like, hey, tips included. Do you still tip the people anyway?
No. If I paid the extra, because like when I went on a cruise, you pay the gratuity up front.
Oh, you do? See, I don't know. I'm doing my first cruise. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I've been on all inclusives where they say the tips included, but I feel like such a dick. No. Like if I'm on the beach or by the pool and somebody comes over and gives me a drink and I'm just like, no. I got to give you. I know. It's just,
yeah.
I feel like a dick. I wind up giving them something.
No, you paid.
No, I know, but
pay for it.
I know. I feel like a dick.
Like,
if somebody specifically serves me,
I get you
something. I feel like I got to give him. Or like the kid that was like he'd see me and Carrie, like we were in Aruba. He'd come to the, like he'd see us come to the beach and he'd start dragging 2 chairs out for us.
Right.
I got to give him something. I know they told me he's tipped already, but
yeah, you don't believe them.
I don't believe them. Right. I don't believe them. I get
it. I get it.
You know?
Yeah, I get it.
Like, I don't know.
But when I went on the cruise, at the end, like when you're paying for the whole cruise, it says, do you want to factor in your gratuity? And you do, and they put in 20%, and they charge you that. Like, so it was like $180 extra.
Right.
For the 4-day cruise. It was like $180 tip.
Yeah.
That I left. And that goes towards tipping the people who, like when you're in a hotel.
Right.
If you're in a hotel and you stay overnight, you leave any money?
If I'm in a hotel and I stay overnight,
and do you leave any money for the wait for the
couple bucks, yeah.
For the house cleaning?
Yeah, a couple dollars.
Yeah. So if you're there 5 days.
Yeah, I'll leave more.
Yeah. How many times if you're
It depends. If I'm there and they're cleaning up for me, a lot of times when I'm there for like a weekend, like doing shows, I don't let them clean my room.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And then I'll still leave them a couple dollars, but yeah, I mean, if they clean my room a lot, I get,
Well, I don't let them either. I put do not disturb. I'm not fucking putting all my stuff away.
Yeah.
From there for a week. From there for a week, like if I'm in Vegas for 7 days, I'll let them clean twice.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'll be there for 2 days, let them clean. 2 more days, let them clean.
Right.
But then at the end of the week, I'll throw a $5 bill at the table on the pillow.
Yeah.
If I'm there for a weekend, you get $2, right? Some people don't do it at all.
Yeah, no, some people don't do it at all. Sometimes I'll leave $5.
Yeah.
Depends. Like this one lady, there's this club we do that there's K-Cups. They have K-Cups in the room.
Right.
And this one, when she had her card, I was like, yo, throw me a bunch. Can I get a bunch of these, Green Mountain K-Cups? She gave me like a whole pile of them.
Really?
So I just left her $10. She gave me a ton of K-Cups, dude. I filled like my...
Nice.
I got like months of K-Cups from her. Awesome. She's like, I don't give a shit. So I'm like, I have to. Oh, she was totally cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. If a cop pulled me over, open your bags, been like, poof, just K-Cups all over the street. Be like, what the hell? Why are you traveling with this many K-Cups? You had to have stolen these.
Yeah, I did.
Kinda, I did. I had an accomplice.
I've had people like the hotel girl give me like notebooks. I like the notepads. And
oh, okay.
I was like, I don't know what my notepad is. Can I get a notepad? And she'll be like, here's 6 of them. Like,
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's every hotel I have to have all the notepads. That's what I write my set list on.
What else do we? James Cass on the comments said, in a restaurant, the waiter brings my food from the kitchen to my table. With delivery, the guy is schlepping it all the way to my house. That's worth $20.
No.
I agree. I agree. I mean, there's
Okay.
it's definitely, you know what I mean?
I get it. I'm not disagreeing with your reasoning behind justifying giving somebody 20%. I'm not justifying that.
Right.
Because I was a delivery guy. I used to make minimum wage plus a delivery charge.
Yeah.
Like if it's $1.50 delivery charge, I got that. Plus a tip. What the fuck I need?
Yeah.
It's not like a waiter. So what else is on your mind?
We cleared up the tipping controversy of 2018. No.
Yeah. It's just something that was on my mind.
Just something that was on your mind.
And you happen to read it. I'm like, oh, that's what I want to talk about.
Yeah. So it looks like it's all the listeners disagree with Mike. They all like to tip. Shocker. Oh, nothing, man.
So let's talk about
what
you posted earlier on your Facebook.
Oh yeah. It's ridiculous because it's funny because like you post something on Facebook and like you have friends of yours that disagree with you,
which is fine.
You just always hope that people like
are open-minded.
I just want to put it out there. It's like, man, I can argue and disagree with a friend on Facebook and we can still be friends. And like, I don't hate anybody that doesn't agree or see things the way I do. It's like, let's just have a discussion.
Right.
Because it seems like you can't even have a discussion anymore.
Nope.
It's like I posted a thing before. I go, here's a typical Facebook conversation. Why do you prefer the color yellow over red? It's like, because you like broccoli. That's why, motherfucker, or whatever. It's like, it never has anything to do with the hell I just said.
Right.
But the thing I said was, okay, here's the thing. For years on Facebook, people would argue about police, and people say, you got to support the police no matter what. They have a job that's very complex. You can't like make, police look bad. Like you can't like hold all police accountable.
Even if
for a few big apples,
bad, you can't really
hold them all accountable. And I listen,
that
man.
I get, but that's
now there was a point where whatever I would argue against the police. Mm-hmm. But then through reading up and talking with friends who were police officers, I changed the way I thought. I realized how hard their job is. Right. And I really kind of jumped onto the listen. I'm not going to judge like everything. Right. Just like with a wide net. You know what I mean?
You should never do that with anything.
Right. But I'm just saying, I was taught some things that I'd never considered before.
Right.
Which is fine. And then I see like the FBI's in the news, and our current president and some of his guys are shitting on the FBI, saying they're corrupt. Now the FBI is an arm of like a police. It's they're brothers with the police. You know what I mean? They're just a higher level of police. Right. You know what I mean? And it's like, for some reason, like I made a point. I said if a local mayor was shitting on his local police department the way this administration is shitting on the FBI, you guys would ask for his head.
Absolutely.
And as a cop friend of mine pointed out, Bill de Blasio of New York, it's like he doesn't always back the police officers. Right. So and it's kind of looks fucked up. Like you're the mayor, that's your police force. Right. You have to have their back. You know what I mean? And it bothers me that. Listen, I don't care I know you like Trump. You know what I mean? And that's fine. But you need to be able to
point out hypocrisy.
You got to be like, listen, man, I'm with you, Trump, on everything. I'm not with you on this.
Right. And be able to say why that is bad, why that's a bad look.
Yeah.
Right? You should be able to admit why this is a bad look. Why?
Right.
You should be able to say, you know what? This just doesn't look right, man. Why would you be tearing down them, but you don't tear, like... You know what I mean? Like, you should be able to say that.
Right.
But you can't.
And the argument to me is, well, where were you guys?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you, how come you didn't defend cops then, but now you do now because it's the FBI against Trump? It's like, but it shouldn't be an or.
Yeah.
It's like, do we support law enforcement totally or not? Now, like what I'm, you know what I'm saying? It's like you should have the back of law enforcement, and I'm talking to people in law enforcement.
No, but see, I'm not going to, because that's a different conversation I don't want to have. Well, I will have, but I'm not. My conversation was, my take on this whole thing is, the fact is that a lot of people are anti-FBI and that law enforcement right now, that branch of law enforcement.
Right.
Very anti. and everyone's supporting the anti-ness.
Right.
But one person supports Black Lives Matter, and they're anti-American. They need to get the fuck out of this country, right? So that's the irony for me. Like you guys are tearing apart the FBI's institution. And I'm not saying that they're not corrupt and that there's not some fucking shadiness going on in every branch of everything that we have going on in this country, but you guys are all shitting on them. Right. And no one is saying, whoa. The FBI, a lot of the FBI are good, hardworking Americans.
Right.
Right? There's no saying that. However, but when one person complains about police brutality, we have to ignore the police brutality and all say, but cops are great. They're risking their lives for us. We have to say that. And if you don't say that, you're a piece of shit American. But you're not a piece of shit American for shitting on the FBI? That was the point you were making.
Right, that's the point I'm making. Why can't you,
Well, you gotta
why can't you be consistent? And why? Yes. But here's my thing. Like a friend of mine was arguing, well, you're not consistent because you're not consistent with your things. I'm like, but I'm changing. I'm evolving. You know what I mean? Like
But you're also asking the question, why? There's nothing that bothers me more. It's like, hey man, why are you guys so hypocritical? Well, you're hypocritical. Okay, I'm hypocritical. I'm a piece of shit hypocritical. Why are you hypocritical? Oh, because you're hypocritical. No. I'm admitting I am a big, fat, motherfucking hypocrite.
Right.
There you go. There goes that part of your argument, scumfuck. Why are you hypocritical? Can you answer that question? Oh, you can't. Back to me and Hillary. Got it. My bad.
Right. Like, we can't have discussions no more because it's always about, well, you didn't do this one, that. Yeah. It's like, well, we're dealing with the thing now.
Right. Talk about this one. Now.
Like, why are we not supporting the FBI? Don't you find that odd? It's like, you know what I'm saying?
They don't find it odd. They do not find it odd. They find it totally normal. That's right. The FBI was trying to fucking fuck Trump, fuck Hillary. They were all about the FBI fucking Hillary over, and then they say they were on Hillary's side. Well, they're the shittiest partners to have. The FBI, this is just what it says to the rest of the world, that our fucking FBI is horrible, and that they don't really have to worry about. The rest of the world, we're good. Because they couldn't even get the person they wanted elected. That's how bad the FBI is. According to the right, they were trying to help Hillary. I don't know how that can be possible.
Right.
But that's what everyone was for Hillary. Mm-hmm. And they failed. Yeah. They couldn't stop Russian from interfering on behalf of Trump. Because that's what they did. They couldn't do anything. So all it is questioning the FBI, just saying that we have the worst FBI on the planet. Don't you worry about it. Mike is passionate. Yes, I am, James. That's what I love about me. Passion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just you. Every time you draw, like, why is that blue? Why the fuck are you talking about red sometimes? I know. I do talk about red. But why is that blue? Yeah. Because you always talk about red. I know. Why is that blue?
Right.
Blah. Yeah, you want to know why it's blue. Right. Now everybody wants to know why it's blue. Holy fuck. Can you just answer the question, you fucking piece of shit?
Like, why can't it be apples and apples? Why can't it be the same thing? The only difference is because the FBI is after your guy.
And that's just say that at least.
Just say that because you don't support law enforcement then.
Yeah.
Because if you know what I mean, you don't. You only support law enforcement when it fits your needs. And I know that they come back to go, you only do it when it fits your needs. It's like, okay. No, but listen, man. Yeah. How about we just support them?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's bizarre. You would never take this from, like I said, if your local mayor was shitting on it the way and actively trying to make your local police department look like a bunch of
them and look like a bunch of morons.
Right. You would totally have their head.
Right.
But because it's your guy in office, that you can't
But that is the reason why.
How are you an intelligent person to think that the guy can do no wrong? That the guy can do no wong? How? I don't understand that level of thinking.
Because they're so afraid that if they admit the dude does wrong, they're afraid that they're going to get fucking stepped on by people who've been waiting for them to admit they're wrong. So they can't.
But you're not wrong. Like, just be consistent. You can say, listen, I support Trump. I support everything he's doing. I think this whole investigation's bullshit. But listen, the FBI, I'm not gonna shit on them. They got to do their investigations. Because listen, man, there's corrupt people anywhere. But you can't support your administration undermining investigations.
Right.
That makes you look guilty as fuck. Like you don't,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're undermining the investigation, that makes you look so guilty.
Yeah, and it's again, you cannot convince anybody on that side, and I'm just sick and tired of you can't convince anybody on your side. Oh my God, it's just not. It's just
I think that's the thing that bothers me most. It's like I can't even have a discussion with someone because if they're like, well, they always bring back the past.
I asked someone, and I'm being honest. I've never in my entire life in this country ever felt so my team, your team ever in my life.
No.
I've never felt us against them against us, good guys, bad guys. I've never felt it.
I don't either.
I've never felt it.
Yeah.
But I feel it now.
Yeah.
I've never felt it before. I said, and I've asked questions, did Obama, because I don't know how you felt, did Obama make you feel that he wasn't out for your best interest? Did Obama make the people who didn't vote for him feel that that he wasn't looking out for them?
They say, yeah, that's why I didn't like him.
And I don't see that. So,
and I'm fine with that. I'm fine if they don't like Obama for many reasons and didn't think.
I get that. But I'm talking about the general tone of Obama never, to me, sounded like, yeah, fuck you. I'm only talking to you 33% that loved me.
Right. But that's how they felt.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's how they felt.
But is that real? Or is that just saying that because
I don't know. I don't know, but I can't. I don't know if that's real.
But I take what he said, or how Obama spoke to the country, and then how Trump speaks to the country. They are two different people. Trump is clearly speaking to 35% of the people of the country. He's not speaking to everybody. He don't give a fuck if he makes us happy. He doesn't.
Yeah.
And I've never in all of Obama's speeches and rallies and talking to the people, and I never felt like he was like, fuck you, 72% is who I love. Like I never felt that.
I know, but I don't even.
I'm just talking.
Yeah, I don't even care about
but
Trump.
I'm talking that little bit of acknowledgement of like somebody saying, yeah, like if everyone's saying yes, he did, then like you got to show me where he made you feel that way, because I can't even have a normal conversation if you can't admit some things. If you can't admit that the only reason Trump is against this Russian investigation, I truly believe it's not because he was sitting behind closed doors with Putin trying to develop a plan. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I believe he got some money involved and they were backing their horse.
Yeah.
Okay? I believe that. Whether it was a big collusion, I don't know. I don't believe any of that. I really don't care about it either.
Right. Well, that's the other thing.
However, if you can't admit that the reason why Trump wants this whole thing squashed is because he doesn't want his win to be tarnished. He wanted to win. He wants everyone in the world to believe that he just won outright because he's awesome.
Right.
And that's it. That is the only reason he denies Russian interference. That's the only reason. Because he thinks that we're using that to say you didn't win legitimately. I don't give a fuck if you won legitimately. You're here now.
Yeah.
So all the people who support him are supporting that agenda, that we cannot admit there's anything wrong with Russia because that will just say that Trump really didn't win legitimately.
Right.
That's the only reason he's fighting so hard. He's not fighting so hard because, believe it or not, he's not fighting so hard because he thinks he's going to go to jail or be prosecuted. He's fighting so hard because his ego will not allow him to admit that the election swayed his way due to interference.
Right. And that's fine. He's protecting his guys because part of me thinks...
guys?
Well, because I think, this is just
You don't give a fuck about those guys.
No, I'm saying right, I guess you could say that. I don't think he was a mastermind of things.
Not at all.
Because that's the one thing where liberals lose me. You can't say the guy's the biggest idiot, yet he's smart enough to mastermind a stealing of an election.
I'm not on that bandwagon.
I think that's ludicrous. But to go to my original point was I thought if anything we could all agree on would be not to shit on law enforcement, including the FBI.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean? And
shitting on it, but I think you should be able to call them out on stuff. I do.
I
don't think you should be like, well, they need our support, but they just was shady right there. Need our support though, but they're shady. Yeah, but they need our support. Fuck that.
Yeah, but the thing is though, like they're releasing classified information that could hurt other FBI guys, and it's like that's kind of being bad. That's being
100%.
That's fucking with them.
But that is the motives behind that are totally devious. The motives behind that is to discredit them. So once again, Trump won legitimately. That's all that is, man. All of that motivation is not to protect. That's not to worry about. They're not worried about prosecution. They're not worried about going to jail because none of that's going to happen. None of that's going to happen. They don't want. He, from day one, won't even admit that the election was fucked with. Why? Because he's scared? No, he doesn't want to admit that he didn't win 100% of the vote. That he didn't win, that his win has an asterisk next to it. He ain't going to have that. His ego will not allow that. I don't give a fuck if it has an asterisk. Most people, I hate that, like, well, who do you vote for? Who do you vote for? That was 2016. Who gives a fuck about the vote?
Who are you talking about?
Like, people ask, like, oh, so you still mad because Hillary didn't win? What are you, on heroin? That was 2016. I don't give a fuck about the election. I'm talking about today. The dude is fighting tooth and nail so no one will see that the fucking election might have been rigged. And not even that he had anything to do with it. He just don't want to be the all-out. He wants to be the all-out winner, period.
Yeah.
Look at every speech. When he talks about Russian investigation, he will always mention he won the election fair and square.
Right.
Because his ego won't allow him to not win it fair and square.
Right.
That's why he's fighting so hard. That's why this whole place is a fucking disaster. And when everyone keeps trying to figure out his political agenda, he don't have a political agenda. He has an ego agenda. That is it. He's an ego man.
Yeah.
He fucking passes laws, has his fucking team stand behind him and give speeches while he's there. That's pathetic. He's a pathetic, sad, needy human being. And those people who support him will never admit it. So that's where I can't even meet you eye to eye. If you support his agenda, I'm cool with that. Yeah, so you guy has agenda that doesn't line up with mine. I don't care about that part.
Right.
But you can't say that your fucking guy's nuts and he talks out his ass. He kind of is stupid and he's an egomaniac. You can't say those things?
Yeah. I don't know. Well, maybe I was wrong then. Maybe you don't just support law enforcement willy nilly. I thought that's what we were doing in this country. No. I thought that's what we were doing. It's like you support the organization. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's some bad apples, but I guess I was wrong.
No, but your point. That's what I'm trying to say. I was on top of the point. Your point was, hold up. When it comes to cops, you are not allowed to speak badly about police officers. Not one thing.
Right.
Or you're not a supporter of America and you need to get the fuck out of the country.
Right.
But now your man is shitting on the FBI, and everyone is okay with that shitting.
Yeah, that bothers me.
And I don't blame you. And it bothers you, but what bothers me is the hypocrisy that, wait a minute, what about you shitty Americans? Because the FBI is a fucking institution that saves our lives.
And it bothered me when Hillary blamed Comey for her loss. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, bitch. Comey wasn't. Comey's saying open up the investigations why people didn't go vote for you in the polls. You just stunk.
Absolutely,
you stink. Nobody liked you.
Right.
She was just as ridiculous for calling out the FBI for that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's like, get the fuck out of here. They investigate you guys. If you ain't doing nothing wrong, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. Ain't that like the one of the main things?
Now, if you think about it, back when she called out Comey and the FBI for ruining her election, the Republicans and the right wing all said, how is she disrespecting our institutions? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? She's disrespecting our the FBI. This is, the heart of America, right?
Yeah.
And now Trump's doing it, and it's okay to do it. That is what I'm on top of with you. The fucking the hypocrisy of it. Right? And yes, you can say that I've been hypocritical. You've been hypocritical about stuff. Yes. And when those topics come up, we'll talk about it. When it comes to police, I'm not hypocritical. You know why? Because I say, yeah, maybe the FBI is a little shady. Not saying they're all. They probably have some shady people that need to be fucking fixed. You know what I'm saying? It needs to, the system, every system has some fucking bad apples. I'm not going to sit there and say that every cop is awesome just because they put their life on the line. I'm not. Some suck, and others know they suck and don't point them out. They suck too. There's some cops that do some shady shit. And they should be held accountable by their own peers who will not hold them accountable.
Right.
Right? So, I mean, that's something I believe on all that's, you could take both, you could take that stance. The reason is I don't take the people who are anti-FBI now because they're never anti-cop. And if you are, and I'm not even anti-cop. I'm saying that there's bad apples and we need to be able to say that as a country.
Right.
You can't say we're perfect.
No, we're not perfect. I think my whole thing too, even when so whatever, I'm reading news this morning, shit's bothering me. So I was like, let me put this out there, knowing full well that I'm going to regret it. There's a running joke with my friend BJ where he puts a clock on when I'm going to delete the post.
Yeah.
Because he knows I'll post something, people start getting shitty, then I'm like, why am I doing this? Exactly. But I was like, you know what? I'll lie to myself again and think we can have a normal conversation on Facebook. Right. And you can't. No. You can't, because anytime that I want to have a discussion, for some reason it turns to about me and what I've said in the past.
Yeah.
It's like, let's deal with it. Just, here's what I'm thinking now.
Right.
Why can't you, if I'm wrong, tell me why I'm wrong.
Right.
Tell me why I'm wrong. I want to learn something new. So okay, you're telling me that FBI and cops are apples and oranges? Tell me why. Tell me why that's okay for the administration to shit on the FBI. Tell me why. Don't tell me, well, fuck you, Joe. You last year, where were you when this? Well, tell me why now. Yeah. Tell me as if you didn't know me.
Right.
What your side is. No, it turns into attacks. It's like I can't even have a conversation no more, or it turns into something totally like I said. They'll just say something that I don't even know how to put into words.
Right.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like the one mook on your fucking post, right? And I don't know if you know him, and I don't care if you know him, to be honest with you.
I grew up with him. I know,
being an asshole.
Right.
And he was intentionally being an asshole. And if he ever sees this video, you were being a fucking asshole. You asked a question, you're like, no, I'm sorry. I'm really just asking out of curiosity. Stupid remark. No, I'm serious. Can you just tell me, what the difference is? Asshole remark. That's a guy who has no point and cannot tell you why, because he knows it's hypocritical, but yet can't admit it because that will make him and his Trump look bad.
Right.
So he can't admit it.
But then if you say to go, well, you've never admitted you're wrong, it's exactly. Why do you keep bringing it to me? Talk about the subject at hand. I'm not trying for you to say you're wrong. That's not, here's my point, people. I'm not trying to get you to say you're wrong and have been wrong. I'm trying to get you to tell me why you see something a certain way. That's discussion. Yeah. That's how you figure shit out. That's how you change my mind on things. Change my mind.
Right.
I'm not trying to change your mind. Right. I'm trying to have a discussion. I read some stuff and I think this. Now tell me why I'm wrong. That's what normal people discuss. And if we could go back and forth, and maybe I will never see your side, but don't just say things that mean nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that guy was just saying something. I remember asking back during the election, I said, I know you hate Hillary. I get that. That's why you're not voting for her. I totally get that you hate her.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you like about Trump other than he speaks his mind and he's going to drain the swamp? Other than those two things?
Yeah.
Can you just tell me what you like about him? Because she's a piece of shit and I'm not voting for someone who is going to be in prison in a month. I'm like, no, okay, yeah. Can you just tell me why, though, you're voting for him? Because I'm not voting for a fucking criminal. That whole fucking family's criminals. Oh, my God.
And that's fine. That's fine.
I understand that.
That's fine.
But can you tell me what you like about the person you're voting for? There was no answer. And I wasn't trying to say, I was just saying, can you just give me some pointers? So if I'm more educated voter, so I know why I'm voting my way. Why are you voting your way? Oh, because you hate this person? Okay, that's one thing. What's the other thing? Oh, because she's a piece of shit? Okay, that's one thing. What's the other thing? Can you tell me why? Positive things. I was just looking for some positive things in the election time.
Yeah.
No, got nothing. Deleted that post because it was insane. Then I posted something about healthcare. I'm like, it helps me, but I know it hasn't helped some people.
Right.
Can you tell me what?
Yeah.
You know, because Obama's a piece of shit. Fuck Obamacare. I'm like, no, I know that's a lot of hate. Can you tell me some positives that are going on in the new way we're going to do things? Nothing. It's like, I get that you can hate something, but can you love something?
Yeah, just stop trying to be right. I'm not trying to be right.
Yeah.
I'm trying just to give you my honest take on something. Give me your honest take without it being an attack. Let's be adults. It's just everyone's so volatile, and it's just, and you know, it's like I kick myself for even engaging, but it's like part of me is like, I just have to give up on intelligent conversation. On Facebook, I guess I have to, because people it's just.
I have not posted one thing about anything important since 2000.
I know. I fall back into it because I fall back into it thinking, you know what? And I try to even word it in a way where maybe I'm trying not to be offensive, to say like you're wrong.
I saw yours. I saw that post that you put up. You couldn't have been more like ginger with it. Like
I'm trying
just asking this question.
I'm
What's
asking
up?
this question, and then I even put an asterisk on it.
Yeah.
If you disagree with this,
right,
please tell me where I'm wrong, because I want to learn. I don't like to think I'm right all the time.
Right.
But what I'm writing is what I'm feeling now.
Yeah.
Which could be wrong, but tell me why.
Right.
Don't just say, "Oh, because it's good." Yeah, it's pretty funny that now you guys like cops. Now you guys are supporting me. Didn't back then. Who's we?
Yeah. But also,
like,
why,
what are you talking about?
But where in all the conversations has someone said, "I hate cops"?
Yeah.
Aren't you allowed to say, "Hey, man, there's some bad cops. We need to fix the system a little bit"? Aren't we allowed to say that?
Apparently not.
There's some bad laws, not even police officers. There's just bad laws in place that we need to work on and fix as a system. There's welfare laws that need to be fixed in the system.
Yeah.
That's not saying welfare's got to go. That's like immigration's everybody's got to go. No, there's some things that need to be fixed why is it fuck out of here, stop it all, no, or yes? It's like, you don't know there's middle ground to try to figure out what works in this world. So when I say, when they say Black Lives Matter, that whole movement, if I say I support Black Lives Matter, I just say that I think that we need to look into some of the laws that are out there on the books, and we need to look at our police system and see what we can do to improve.
Yeah.
Now, if nobody thinks that improvements need to be made and that there are some bad apples, then you're just an asshole.
Yeah, there's no gray area no more. There's no room for discussion.
No.
That's what it's insult. Yeah, and like Lisa, who's listening, said that's why I steer clear of politics on Facebook. No discussion turns into hostile banter, and it's true. It's everyone's hostile. Everyone's so crazy. That's why it's good, like, when we're at the diner. I'm at the diner. We have friends like, me and James and Teddy and some of these guys we hang out with. I don't see eye to eye them politically, but when we have a discussion over food, over a diner, it never gets hostile.
Right.
It becomes, oh, this is my point. Oh, you're not sharing my point. I don't agree with that. And it's normal, and we leave friends.
Right.
It's like this. It's behind the keyboard where people just say violent shit.
I think a lot of tone, like I get angry at hypocrisy and smug fucking smart ass fucks.
Yeah.
Who are smug about it. And won't be on. I just get so frustrated that you can't have an honest conversation.
Right.
I get so frustrated.
That's what frustrates me.
So you can't just talk. Just talk, man. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'll fucking admit it. I have no problem saying, you know what? I didn't even look at it like that. Oh, that's fucked up. I didn't look at it like that.
Especially if you know me.
Right.
Like, if you know, like, if you're just some dude or a woman who was at one of my shows and doesn't know me.
Right.
You met me I was on stage for a half hour to 45 minutes one night, and that's all you know about me.
Yeah.
But, like, if you know me, you're like a person in my life. Like, I don't feel like, you know what I mean? You know who I am.
Right.
Don't act like I'm some fucking weird ass crazy liberal that never takes a side. It's like, that's what he says. He's like, I never see you take the other side. I go, well, then you're not paying attention, because I do. You don't listen to the podcast then. I argue that side all the time.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like, tell me I'm wrong. Like, go any political discussion. I always go against you.
Yeah.
And it's not only because I disagree with you. It's because I'm trying to have a conversation and try to not think I know everything. And that, like, all everything I just believed in the past, I just got to keep reinforcing.
Right.
I could change.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like, I'm sure if I dug deep enough, I could see, like, things in Trump that are not all bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just yeah. To me, it's not even about. It's like it turned from not even it's just another fucking thing that it's like.
It really
we're
is
so
divided.
It's about the politics, but it's
it starts with a political conversation, and then it goes into just a society, like in general. Like, can't we just have a conversation, man? Can't we just shoot the shit? Like, isn't that weird? Don't you think that's weird? And like automatically, yeah, you know what's weird? Benghazi. Oh my God. It is. That's weird too. But this thing we're talking about today, that's fucked up, right? Yeah, not as bad as when she let 3 people die.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, so when are we going to reset?
Yeah.
Like, can we hit a reset button and be like, all right, from here on out, we're going to deal with things now.
Today.
Don't worry about what we didn't do in the past.
Here's what I'll do.
Like, if you wanted me to change my views in the past, and I did, all I'm doing now is reinforcing what you wanted me to say then.
Right.
But now you're saying because I didn't originally think that,
right,
that I have, like, you guys are confusing me. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying no more, man. I'm so confused in the brain. It's bonkers, man. It's
why
bonkers.
don't you just say from like this point forward, we'll do it. Fuck it. Want to do it? We'll say Obama's the worst president ever.
Yeah.
So all the numbers that he made that were good, they don't even exist. They're bullshit. Full of shit. The guy's a liar. Starting January 1st, 2017 is when America got great. Not before that. It sucked. I'll do that. Fuck it. I won't even admit that fucking unemployment was down to 3.8 when Obama left. Will not say it out loud ever again. It only is now that great now. Okay? Hillary should be in prison. The Clinton family should be strung out to die. They suck. Pieces of shit. Okay? Fuck it. All right? Everything they do is criminal. They should have been in jail. Okay? Now let's start today. Boom. What are we doing with the fucking society we live in today?
Yeah.
Can I question some things or I can't now because at one time, a long time ago,
I felt a certain way and now I can't change my mind.
I can't be here now. I can't be in the moment. I can only be back there because I don't want to be back there anymore. I'm in 2018. I want to talk about what the fuck is happening around my world now. Can I do that or no?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Got it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's like you have to shit on people in the present to have a right to shit on other people in the future. It's like we didn't shit on so and so back then.
Yeah,
fuck out of here. James is right. First off, James Cass is probably loving this podcast because he loves when we do politics.
Yeah, and he likes when my brain explodes.
And he says nothing's going to change until the aliens come, and that's true. And I can't wait for the aliens to come. Oh. And then we'll see. That's probably the only way we'll join together. Be like, oh, I guess none of this shit really matters because...
No, you know when we'll join together? When fucking North Korea bombs like the West Coast. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault, but like annihilates like a whole part of the country, and then we realize what's really important.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We need huge disasters to come together.
Like to realize what's really important. Like I was thinking today, like I go to this deli by... the Dunks near my house, and they have this big fucking flag that's floating right when you walk through the pass from Dunkin' Donuts to the deli, and it always slaps me in the fucking face. Always blows right into my face.
Right.
And I'm thinking about I sound like I'm moving out of the way. I'm like, I'm American. I get it. Like that's my joke every day. I get it. I'm American. Stop slapping me in the fucking face. So I was thinking, I am very proud to be American. I love this country. I think we have a lot of work to do, but I think our Constitution, without people's interpretations of the Constitution, with just looking at the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, it's such an awesome fucking foundation for a great society.
Yeah.
People fuck it up. Politicians fuck it up. When you guys elected Trump with this whole, like, aren't you sick of the system? Absolutely. I was sick of nothing getting done. I was sick of Dems and Republicans butting heads and never passing a law that helped anybody. I was sick of that. Of course I was. Now you were witnessing, you couldn't get more political than the right wing. I mean, you guys have to be embarrassed at what you're doing. These Republicans who were so anti-Trump's message are realizing that they can get some shit done that they've always wanted to, their own agenda. Now they're all praising him as if he's a god. If there's nothing that says politics more than that, that is politics as a whole. And I don't like that part of our system at all. I didn't like it 10 years ago, and I don't like it today. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But the fucking Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and our foundation is amazing. And it can really be an amazing place. So I love it here. I love all the people I live with. I love American. I love my fellow man. I just wish that we had a better, understanding each other and realize that sometimes we're not going to agree. And sometimes your guy's going to say something that pisses me off. Sometimes my guy's going to say something that pisses you off.
That's what I can't believe we can't even. That's what I thought we could agree on that, and I think that's what hurt me. It's like I get it, we don't agree on a lot of other things, what Trump's doing with taxes, but I thought. But
here's the reason why you're having a problem with that is because you introduced the question as, can't you guys see the irony and the hypocrisy in that?
Right, it was a threat almost. Yeah,
and that is, wait a minute, you want me to see that we're being hypocritical? We're not hypocritical. You're hypocritical.
Right.
Okay. Now, if you were to say, hey, how do we feel about law enforcement in general? Are we supportive or non-supportive?
Yeah.
We're supportive. Cool. Then why are we attacking the FBI right now? Well, because they are being shady and they fucking undermined the president. Okay, is that why? Oh, because I felt like we were attacking.
But I thought we don't judge people.
Don't attack the law enforcement. We deal with it. We have internal things that deal with the law enforcement. We don't publicly attack them because it kind of takes away their credibility.
Right.
All over. FBI, CIA, police, security, correction officers.
Right.
You know what I mean? If the mayor gets up and says, my police force sucks, you want a citizen to respect that guy?
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. But I thought we did it a little better. But maybe like that. But you immediately saying, hey, isn't this ironic and kind of hypocritical? And they're like, not us. We're not hypocritical. You're hypocritical. What about Benghazi?
I just can't. I can't anymore. I can't. I can't even want to fucking talk about it
it's
no more.
Unfortunate. Listen, man.
No.
This is episode 100. We probably haven't talked about politics 20 episodes.
No, I know. Like I said, but it disturbs me as a person that you just the only you have a conversation and then it's just like we just go back to our corners. It's like nobody can just talk.
No.
And see. I don't need you to come to my side.
Right.
And I don't need to come to your side.
Right.
But just have a normal conversation where I can see your side without agreeing with it.
But why?
You know what I mean? I can see your side.
Why can't because I saw someone else post something one day, a couple of days ago. You guys, you guys kill me. What a joke! You post something on my wall to change my mind. I'm not gonna change your mind. You're not gonna change my mind. Like, hold on. You're not open-minded at all? You got to be a little open-minded. I don't know what's going to change my mind. I don't know. Right. I don't know. I just want to hear what's your point of view? Oh, that makes sense. Right? It's not.
I'm not looking for an argument all the time. Right. That's my problem. I'm not looking for an argument all the time. I'm looking for you to fucking tell me.
Teach me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And everything's in an argument.
No.
Everything's in an argument or bringing back the past and what you said. It's like, let's talk about it now.
If we're in this
boat. All right. So I always tell people, okay, so if in the past I was wrong, I think differently now. Now tell me, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I actually came to your side, and now you're pushing me to another side. You're like, oh, you're on my side with that, but now I'm going to tell you why you're wrong again. It's like, I can't win with you then. So I just got to, the only thing I can do is align with your agenda. Right. If I don't align with your agenda at the moment, then I'm wrong.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? But there's got to be a bigger way of viewing things, except in specific agendas.
And can't you be confident in your... I'm confident in who I am as a person. I'm confident in what I feel about things. I don't need to argue and convince you that I'm right.
Right.
I feel confident. Some things, like the tipping, for instance, on my end, I'm not confident if I'm right or wrong. So I ask, what do you guys think?
Right.
But if I feel like the guy bringing food to my house, I'm confident in the way I tip that guy, I'm not open. Because I'm confident in what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't need you. I don't want to convince you that I'm right. That's why I was like, oh, you guys do that? That's fine. I don't. Right? But when I'm not confident and I know things are shady and I know I'm not being 100% up and up, then I argue and I fight and I defend. And these people defend and fight their side way too much to be confident in it. Why are you so fighting all the time. Both sides, left and right.
Well, see, that's the thing. You always have to say that because they think you're always taking. I know, but it's true though. I try to say I'm not. Just because I think a certain way, don't mean I'm a freaking liberal.
I might lean left because I feel like I'm a soft-hearted person.
I'm straight down the middle, man. I totally am. I believe in some conservative things. I believe in some liberal things. I've been that way my whole life, man.
Yeah.
I can watch. I can listen to both sides and come up with my own feelings on things, and I don't align with anybody. When you see me post about a certain thing, maybe that's only what you're seeing.
Right.
Did you ever think Facebook's feeding you that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you're not seeing everything, and maybe I agree with something. Right. On like the conservative side, I don't have nothing I want to share about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or like I don't know. I just don't know why people. And how are you so into everything I post that you have a running database to know if I'm hypocritical? Right. Like you're keeping track of everything.
Right.
You're always sharing. You're more of a lefty. It's like then you don't know me.
Right.
Then you don't really know me.
Because if you think that about me, I don't share anything.
Right.
Political at all. So where the fuck are you getting this from?
Right.
Just because how I carry myself? Well,
right.
That's who I am.
Right. Ugh. Boo.
Boo.
Anyway.
Boo.
Boo. Anyway, we got that discussion in.
Let's talk about something else. We don't want to.
Yeah. We have about 10 minutes left of the podcast.
Okay.
Could change subjects. See if anybody had any more comments. No. Looks like.
Well, we know how politics are. We know it's
politics is definitely touchy subject, but people, it's like you need to be able to talk about it like people. Yeah, we're not gonna get back into it, but it's like
I don't think that's possible.
It's not realistic.
I don't think so, and I just think it's because a lot of people are very, very attached to their beliefs, and they don't want to admit that maybe they need to be open-minded about some things. And I can be that way too, and I get angry.
Yeah, I could be closed-minded. I could admit that.
Absolutely, and I get angry. I just get angry at like people who just seem mean.
Yeah,
and just closed up and mean and not good people, and I just judge them as not good people when they're instantly like if you're like someone who believes in gun control, like just say I know you're not, but if you're someone who believes in gun control because you believe not because of you're working for the government and you want everyone to lose their guns. You're just someone who thinks that we need some, comprehensive gun control. I don't think you're a piece of shit liberal asshole who another fucking guy wants to take the guns. I don't think. How do you go that right to there? Like, you can't just think that maybe the guy is a little like someone who's anti-immigration. I don't automatically think they're racist. I think maybe they lost their job. Maybe in their town, a lot of illegals are taking shitty, jobs and fucking their neighbor up.
Right.
I don't know. The people out on Long Island who are, what is it, MS9, whatever that gang is?
MS-16.
Whatever it is.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, in numbers. Mexican stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Those people are really for immigration.
Right.
Because their neighborhoods are kind of like they're taken hostage by these gangs. So I can't call them, you fucking racist, want all Mexicans out. Like, no, I just want these gangs out of here. It's really all.
Yeah, I think most people support illegal gangs.
But I'm saying
leaving the country.
I don't think that you are immediately racist because you may have something else, a reason why you support immigration.
Nah, and I hate that word. I think the problem is that word racist is thrown around so easy.
Yeah.
Like you said something racist, you did something racist. It's like racist should be like used for like to call someone a racist, they have to really be actively doing shit.
Yeah. But I do think a lot of things are race motivated, but if you bring it up to someone who's really white, a lot of times they get very defensive in that real quick because they don't want to feel like they may be acting racist, right? So they get defensive real quick.
Right.
I've never been defensive. You can call me racist all day long. I'm not going to be like, no, I'm not. I'm like, I never feel that because I know I'm not. I'm not even concerned.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't jump in on the conversation. You can always see the guy when the subject goes to, hey, white people are this, you'll see the guy who's racist. Because he's immediately, hey, wait a minute, white people aren't, like he's already defending. That guy who's already defending everything white people do, he already thinks that black people and brown people stir shit up about white people.
Right.
That's why he's jumping on it real quick.
Yeah.
That's why, you better watch your stuff because you do that too. Like, why are you so defensive?
Yeah.
Anytime, like, when black people say, man, white people hold us down, I don't go, I don't hold you down. Why are they saying I hold you down? I don't say that. You know why? Because I know I'm not. I don't need to feel that in my heart.
Yeah.
But people who react to that, why do you feel it so sensitively?
Yeah, well, because it is because it's a weird thing to be called if you're not. You know what I mean? Like, I have some friends on Facebook who are quote unquote conservative. They lean conservative.
Yeah.
So, and I've seen people call them racist, and I know these guys,
Right?
some since childhood, and they're not racist.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to use that word,
Yes,
is awful because I mean, I'd get defensive if you called me racist. That doesn't make me racist because I'm defensive, don't want to be called, because that's a big stamp to put on somebody, saying that person's racist.
I get it. No one's
when
ever
there's
called me
really racist people out there, you know what I mean?
No one's ever called me racist.
Right, but I've seen it.
Think of.
I've seen people called racist in my feed, and it's like, listen, I know this guy since middle school.
But yeah,
he's not racist.
I also think the term racist isn't as defined as you may think it is.
Oh, I do. It's a hugely negatively defined. And
I know that.
If you get labeled a racist, that's not good.
No, I'm not saying that there's multiple definitions of racism. I'm saying is that it's a broader spectrum than I think a lot of people are willing to admit. Because
that's why you need different words. You use racist, it's automatically, or that person, like somebody shares something on Facebook, you call them racist. You're putting a word to them that's not them, and it conjures up really bad things. Right. And I don't think it's fair to call people racist,
right? So
willy-nilly.
No, you're right.
Based on their political beliefs, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like you have to you have to earn being a racist by doing awful shit.
James says, I've been alone with both of you, and people should call you racist more. Is that what it said? I can't read one of my glasses.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay. Anyway.
I guess James is trying to be funny.
I hope so, because anyway knows.
Yeah.
But anyway, the word, somebody throwing, during this election cycle and a lot of like things that happened last year, people were throwing that racist, because anytime you agreed with Trump, you kind of like were termed racist. You know what I mean? Like, and I know a lot of people that agree with Trump weren't racist.
Of course. Most of my family, like a lot of my family voted for Trump, and they're not racist.
Right.
They're not. You know, my mom's not. She voted for Trump. You can never tell me my mom is a racist.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, just because you vote for Trump doesn't make you racist.
No, like my mother and father, I think my mother voted for him because my father told her to. And my father voted for him because he's a Republican, and that's where he's going to vote.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My father wasn't a racist person at all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. And I think it's not good.
So that's the negative part of it. But I do think people that are so quick to defend anything that, like, if you can't admit that there's some race problems in this country and you're immediately defending white people for everything, I think you have to have some racist tendencies in your bones, because it makes you so uncomfortable to think that maybe white people have fucked over some people.
Listen, the reason why you can't talk about race in this country is because people broad stroke it too much.
No, yeah,
you know what I mean. And
right.
You can't have an honest discussion on race because it's like there's no definition of what a racist is. It's such a broad stroke.
No,
according to the current definition.
I know,
and I just don't find that to be fair.
But if you can honestly tell you, like, not you personally, anybody out there, if somebody's talking about welfare, right? And you automatically think those people, fucking those people, just freeloading, right? Those people are freeloading,
right?
So the protectors here.
Must be a delivery at the house.
Yeah, just like if someone says Mexicans come in and you automatically think fucking illegal.
Yeah.
Like, why are you that quick to go to the negative? To me, you're racist. And then if I say to you, man, that's a racist thinking, oh, I'm not racist, and you get so defensive, like, then why are you broad stroking a Mexican?
Right.
Yeah.
Come back in? Exactly. Well, yeah, I don't know exactly, because it's like, just because you're against illegals don't make you racist.
No, I know that, but if
you know what I mean?
I'm not saying illegals.
Yeah.
But if someone says
But you said that.
No. And I said if someone says Mexicans and you're like automatically fucking illegals. Like, what? Why? Not all Mexicans are illegals, bro. Like Muslims, fucking terrorists. And you think that that's not a racist thing to say, then you're dumb. That's the part where it's the gray area that some people will not admit. Because if you go, that's racist for you to think Muslims terrorists. Well, most terrorists are Muslim. I get that.
Right.
But not all Muslims are terrorists. That's the point you got to make. Like, whatever, the ones I see, like, then you're not really open-minded in that subject, right? Mm-hmm. And that's racist to me. That's the
I don't think that. Like, you know what, Lisa in the chat, I like what she said. True racists are proud of it. They don't see it as a negative. You know what I mean? And I agree with that. Like a true racist,
right,
doesn't see that as a negative. Like, that's what I'm saying. A true racist, like a true neo-Nazi.
Yeah.
Like, they're proud of it. Oh, I'm a racist? So you're fucking damn right I'm a racist. What you said, that's generalizing a race, not being a racist. You know what I mean?
So that's the problem, though. When you generalize a race, to me, that is
but that's not
racist.
It's not racist. It's not.
It's a form of racism. Just because you're not holding, and that's where you get so defensive, because then you're not open-minded to see that, wait a minute, maybe, why am I generalizing I don't want to be generalized. If a black person gets up and say, all white people oppress, that would bother you? Yes, right? If a black person got up and said, all white people oppress.
All white people oppress.
Oppress.
Right.
You would be, I might not get offended, but I might go, well, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have a point of view.
But that'd be generalizing a race. But if a black guy said, all white people should die, that's a racist.
No, but
that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? There's a big difference between a racist.
A point is him saying that about one race. You would be like, hey, bro, don't fucking talk. Don't lump me into that. You know what I'm saying? I don't oppress. I don't want to be lumped in to one broad stroke, right?
Right.
So and I would say if a black guy said that, I would say he was racist because he looks at white people in a negative way. They're all oppressive. That's a racist look. Because you're white, you oppress. That's racist. That's not generalization. Like, oh, white people are oppressive.
See, I don't see. That's where we disagree. That's where I disagree.
It's a negative
I feel like
thing.
To label someone a racist, I feel like there should be a clear definition of what a racist is.
All right,
you know what I mean?
There's why.
And I think that there's a big problem with that because it's just because somebody, you know what I mean? I like that sentence she says.
I get it.
True racists are proud of it. They don't see it as a negative.
There's guys who are very proud to be racist and love it. That's a racist. They're neo-Nazis. Like you can't put the guy who says.
But the Ku Klux Klan didn't want to be known as racist. That's why they wore the robes and stuff. But they were doing bad shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying
just because you say something,
you don't know white people who are like they're not racist. Like they're not fucking yelling about it. But if you were like, are black people good or bad? And they're like, most black people are bad people. That's a racist statement. He doesn't say he hates or die. Hey, do you think black people are good? Most blacks are bad. That's a racist statement. I don't give a fuck how you dice that up just because he didn't say they should die. Fuck them all. He's still racist because when he sees a black person.
What's the difference between prejudice and racist?
I think it's those words are kind of meld together. You're prejudiced against someone.
Yeah, see, I think that's prejudice. Like most black people, you're being prejudiced.
That's racism.
Just like most Italians say gabagool. You know what I mean? Like most Italians are this and that. You know what I mean? Like
racist is the person. Racism is the thing they do, right? So if you say, most black people are bad people, that's a racist statement, I would think.
I don't know, man. I mean, that's an awful statement. I just feel like like racist. Yeah, that's an awful statement. So I guess that could constitute as racist to say a statement like that. You know what I mean? But is a person a racist that doesn't do shit to people?
Yeah, I don't think you have to physically do something to somebody to be considered, get the label racist.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I think that's the problem. I think it's used too much. No, like, yeah, you have a guy that's on TV saying, I think most black people, whatever you said, I forget what you said.
Most black people are bad.
Right. That person can be labeled a racist.
Right.
You know what I mean? That is a racist statement. But what I'm saying is I'm talking about, like, on Facebook, like someone shares like a news story about they agree with some political thing about immigration. They're like, you're racist. It's like, whoa, I'm not racist, man.
Throwing the word around. But I also,
that's the problem, though.
No, absolutely. But I also think there's got to be a level of admitting. People have to start admitting levels of racism to be able to get with it, not denying it.
Nobody's here, dude. Nobody's here, doggy.
Not denying it or saying it like, I don't want to be labeled that because I'm not that hardcore. It's like, yeah, but if you're closed-minded about a race, or if you're generalizing about a race, that too is wrong. Like, that has to be corrected. That's where it starts. It's like, for instance, think of like an old lady, like an old Italian lady, right?
Yeah.
Grew up in Italy, and they're racist, but they're not like, they don't mean to be racist. They're just like, I don't know, the black people, they don't know. They scare, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They see most of the information they get is from the news. They don't even know real black people. Like, they don't even know that. So they're already scared and nervous. Like, that person needs to be taught that that's not, you got to get past that to live in this society.
Right. We evolve, yeah.
Yeah, we've evolved past that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I bet someone could be listening to this and be like, Joe sounds pretty racist.
Yeah.
But I'm not. What was it? Okay, Aaron says in the chat, prejudice is the category, racist is the subcategory, anti-Semitic is a subcategory. Okay, so prejudice is the whole tree and racist is just like a branch of the tree? Okay, and then Lisa said, Mike just nailed it. One of verb, one an adjective, it's V-ism.
Okay.
First V-ism. What was that? What does that mean? All right.
Lisa, clear it up for us.
Yeah, what the hell?
Dumb.
Yeah, Lisa, you're giving us...
You're breaking it down.
Lisa, you've known me since we're 15.
You broke it down way too much.
You know I'm not that smart. I know I got a college degree and everything.
And here's another thing that bothers me. Like, we have these conversations about stuff like this, or if you bring up a topic like, you know, the tax code, the first thing people, oh, yeah, look at these libs. Going to talk about taxes. Never read a tax code ever. Like, I can't even have an opinion because I didn't go to fucking to school to be an accountant, you cock.
Yeah, ism V. Not clearing it up, Lisa.
That didn't help. Why did you think?
Oh, racism is a verb.
Got it.
All right.
Got it now.
Got it
Good
now,
job,
Lisa.
Good
we
job.
figured that out. We got it. Anyway, you see my point. I see your point. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying that racism versus race. Okay, yeah, we got it now. Thanks, Lisa. I'm gonna like your comments so that you know.
So you know that we know.
Okay, you know that we know. Though you're listening to us, telling you we know.
Thank you for being awesome.
Thank you for contributing to the All in Our Heads podcast live 100th episode.
I
chat.
think we should go a little longer.
We'll go a little longer. It's the 100th episode. Why not?
Yeah, what are we doing?
We talked about police, race, but you know where I'm just going though with the race. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like when people accuse people I know of being racist because of a political view that's broad.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel yes, a guy that says that. Racist,
right. But I know guys who don't.
But that
don't
okay,
actively say it, but are thinking like that. Like I know guys who think certain races are bad, not good people, and if something happened with that race in the news, they automatically say, "Yeah, it had to be because I know them dirtbags."
Right.
Like, that's how they think.
Right.
And like if you say he's racist, you fucking kidding me? I got my fucking best friend is black.
Right.
That's how they think. Like that. If you have to justify not being racist because you know a race member or you had someone in your family that was then you don't need to. Like my kid's mom is Puerto Rican, right? She had Puerto Rican. That means my kids are Puerto Rican. I've never used it in a fight. Like, oh, my ex is my kids are Puerto Rican. I'm not racist. Like,
Yeah.
No one's accusing me of being racist. You know why? Because my friends, if I say anything racist, it's purely for shock value. You know what I'm saying? If I say it to my friends to make them laugh.
Right.
If I say
yeah. Like I've never been accused of a racist, but I've grown. You hear jokes. You'll tell a joke that's a racist joke. I'm like, yeah, it'd be racist if I told it to a certain group of people, but it's me and you having coffee, and we have to admit it's a funny joke,
exactly.
Even though the subject matter is wrong.
Yes.
Fucking lighten up a tad. You know what I mean? I'd even tell the joke to a close black friend.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, for me to go into some establishment of strangers that are black and be like, I got one for you guys.
Yeah. 3 black guys are getting killed. Hold up, there's a funny part of this.
I'm telling you, it's gonna come around. We're gonna
see where the white guy's hilarious.
Yeah, you're gonna throw me up in the air after this. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I get it. I know, but does the dog want back in?
No, it's not even there. He was there for a second.
He was there, then he gave up. He's like, "Now they're talking about race. When you're talking about cookies, I'll come back in. Peanut butter, that's my subject." You know what I mean? Well, speaking of racist, there's that news story where the Cleveland Indians are removing their smiling Indian brave logo because people say it's racist. I never understood that. I never understood why that's racist. Someone please school me. Jeannie Fortunato, happy 100. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you. Yeah. Do you understand why that's racist?
I mean, I don't want to understand. I probably could if I thought about it hard enough. I mean, I could.
Well, I know like people always go after the Washington Redskins for their logo.
The Redskins, I didn't even realize, even growing up my whole life, didn't realize really what the term Redskins meant.
Right.
Like the Redskins aren't Indians. The Redskins are what when they found scalped, you bleed on the top of your head, and that's what you're covered in blood. That's where the Redskins come from. When in the Civil War, or I guess Civil War, when they were going through the plains and going, there's a bunch of Redskins, meaning a bunch of scalped Indians and.
Oh, the Indians were scalped, or they were scalping?
Scalping, and whenever you would scalp,
that shows me power for them. Like you're like, yo, these motherfuckers scalp motherfuckers.
It was Indians killing Indians, and or when they would scalp, even white people were scalping Indians,
right?
And they would leave them; they would be covered in blood. So the report would be there was a lot of Redskins covered in blood. So that's kind of like a little fucked up to name your team that. I get that now, but I didn't for millions of years. So you know what I'm saying? Like I only know it because you brought it up, and like the Indian baseball team. I get it. I get that it could be because it's kind of fucked. If you look at it, if you really, really want to pull it apart.
Yeah, I need you to pull it apart because I don't see anything wrong with it.
Think about this.
Okay.
You're in a country, in a land that you fucking took.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And now you're playing. You gave them like a spot on a mountain. Like, there you go. We gave you some mountain terrain back.
Gave you casinos.
Gave you some casinos. You can keep all the taxes. Take care. Thanks. That was their little payback after years of being shit on, right? We give them a little patch of land, and now we're going to play teams. We're going to make logos that mock you, basically. It's a friendly Indian that you got fucked over and took your country. Thanks for playing along. It's kind of like mocking in your face, and we're supposed to be this really great society that we took your land, we still hang on it, we make baseball fields. We cut into beautiful fucking farmland to play baseball while you get stuck on a mountain somewhere with your casino, and we're going to name teams after you. And
yeah,
I get it.
No, I don't.
It is kind of mocking the people we snatched this.
Do Indians care about that?
They don't. That's the thing. Now there's some Indian
like this is like I feel like this is a white people made problem.
But they have Indians that protest these things.
Right, but I'm sure there's Indians that don't.
Oh, there's probably
I'm sure Indians don't give a shit. That's my thing. Why is it always like this little groups of protesters that get shit changed because their feelings are hurt?
Because people fucking cave. Why do you think people get fired off of TV and all this stuff? Because they said something that made some Chinese dude in fucking Wyoming sensitive because he said something that said about Chinese. And you're like, I'm Chinese. Yeah. You need to get that guy off. He is insensitive to Chinese people. Like what the radio station has to do and the television station to do. Like, no, we're not firing anybody. Change the motherfucking channel.
Yeah.
And then Wonder Bread's like, well, I'm not going to advertise on your your channel because you're racist against Indians. Well, then don't fucking advertise. I'll fucking let Joe Schmo bread and fuck you.
Yeah.
We have to stand up to that pushback, but everyone caves. So when everyone caves to the smallest groups, every small group's got a voice. And now every small group will be like, we don't like Braves. We don't like the Braves.
So,
it's like, all right,
so
no
is it
Braves.
just a logo, or do they not call themselves the Indians no more?
I don't know what they're doing.
I mean, I wonder if I could find that on fucking line. Cleveland Indians.
That's YouTube, though. You're searching.
No, I'm going on fucking...
YouTube? That's not Google.
No, but
Oh, it
Safari
is.
does it.
All right.
Cleveland Indians logo change.
I don't know what they're exactly doing.
Because if you're still called the Indians, I don't know what the hell you're doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
If it's about the smile and red face, I mean, what the fuck, man? Like, if you're still... Cleveland Indians will abandon Chief Wahoo logo next
Just
year.
the logo.
Let's see.
And that's a cool one, too, Chief Wahoo.
Let's see what they say here. Cleveland Indians.
Chief Wahoo is like a friendly...
Wahoo! He's smiling. He's got good teeth.
Yeah, it's got good teeth for an Indian.
Let's see what it says. Cleveland Indians will stop using the Chief Wahoo logo on their uniforms beginning 2019. It was no longer appropriate for use on the field. It's been a long source of anguish and frustration for those who consider it offensive. White people. Probably. Outdated and racist, but for many of the team's fans, it is cherished insignia. A divide that has played out all levels of... Chief Wahoo, a cartoonist caricature of Native America that has assumed several forms over the years, first appeared in the Indians' uniform in 1948. In recent decades, various groups across North America have appealed to the team to renounce the logo, to no avail. Get the fuck out of here. Why? I'm going to click on that. I want to see who's saying that.
It's got to be like Chief, Running Bear from some tribe.
I would like to just see a quote on what they say. I guess they protested in 1997.
Yenyo, who was from Cleveland, was part of the...
He said the goal was to educate fans, many of whom would cherish the Indians' name and the Chief Wahoo logo. Chief Wahoo has been around in different... Okay, we already read that. It is racist. That is all there is to it. Okay, that's...
See, there's some Indians protesting.
I had been thinking about the problems we have as a community with the issues of suicide. I think there is a direct correlation between the kinds of depictions of our people as inferior and caricatures to be mocked. It is wrong. And get the fuck out of here, man. Are you blaming suicide on...
You're suicides because you guys are alcoholics and all you do is gamble.
Yeah.
That's racist.
Your kids feel inferior? I don't know, man. I find that to be very tough sell for me.
Oh, absolutely. I get it.
You know what I mean? That wasn't a big group of Indians out there. It was one dude with a bullhorn, and there was like 9 guys. And that's what I'm saying. It's white guilt or something.
To be honest with you,
what other
got fucked over, right? But for the years, they didn't really intermingle. They were on reservations. So the only real thing we have with American Indians is like Cowboys and Indians movies. And baseball teams and football teams, right?
Yeah.
Well, we don't really have any. What other interactions do you have with American Indians? None.
No.
Unless you've been on a reservation.
No, I don't know any American Indians. I know people that say that are like, yeah, like I know people like you to tell me they have American Indian blood in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think Dustin Schaefer.
Dustin has, yeah, he does. I think he said he's Cherokee or something. He told me.
I think so. I'm Cherokee.
Yeah. So.
And my grandfather, I think, was like 80%. I think. I'm not really sure.
But see that, like Lisa's saying it right there. Some PC gone too far. It's political correctness gone too far. I totally agree with that. It's a baseball logo, man. And that's like they want to get. They say like the Braves games. The tomahawk chop is racist. It's like, and there's the fan in the stands with the feathers on his head hitting the drum. They said that's racist. That's part of my point where I was saying the word racist is used wrong, man. We gotta get like that should be like bad shit.
Right.
Not some baseball fan in the stands hitting a drum, hoping his team hits a homer, man. Now, you can't tell me that's racism. That's not racist.
No.
That's nuts.
Yeah, no. But now I'll take this horrible liberal soft side, right?
Yeah.
Take it too far to the left. if you want change, right?
Yeah.
To happen in the bigger, broader pictures of racism and generalizations, and you have to start somewhere, because although that Indian logo is very ultra sensitive for us, like get a break, there's nobody that bothers. It bothers somebody, right?
Yeah.
And there's going to be something that bothers you.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's going to be something that you may not want fucking, you know what I mean? Smeared. Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
You might not be that kind of person that doesn't give a fuck, but there's groups of people that something's going to bother everybody, right?
Right.
So if you want your voice to be heard, you got to listen to all the voices. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I know that it's like eventually we got to just be like, fuck you, no, it's the Indians, deal with it. But then it's going to continue. When does it get better?
Yeah, the Redskins aren't going to do it. I read a thing. They're like, dude, we have so much money in that logo. We're not giving up millions of dollars.
No, the Redskins can also just jump on it. Redskins were anybody who was dead with blood on them.
Okay, so you got the Redskins, the Braves, and the Indians. But they're still going to call themselves the Indians, so that's not racist. I could call myself the Indians.
Right.
Whatever logo we come up with. That's a smiling... Chief Wahoo's a smiling logo. So if they're going to still keep the name the Indians, what's your logo going to be?
Right.
An arrow, I guess, like
the Kansas City Chiefs.
What's the Braves logo?
A feather.
Just a feather. Okay, so they can't have that.
Right.
But that's not racist, I guess, because they're brave.
Yeah, exactly. It's a positive thing.
But you're just calling them Indians.
Like the big dick black guys. It's like you can't. Oh, it's a big dick black guys. We're all right with that helmet.
James says, come on, guys, you're going to lose those lucrative casino gigs. Lucrative. James thinks our gigs are lucrative. No, but casino gigs, 9 times out of 10 are,
They're not. Well, they're definitely not lucrative for me because I got a problem. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
I haven't gambled, just so we know.
Actually, and the Indians don't really. They're so far up the food chain as far as who's on the show.
Oh, they don't even care.
They don't even care. They're renting out that room to whoever's booking us.
Just for the record, it's been, what's today's date? Today is the 30th. I haven't gambled in a month and 7 days. 6 days.
Give it up for Mike. That's big.
That is big.
That's big for you, man. If I had sound effects ready, I would have done something more
appropriate.
More appropriate, but we just got a single applause break.
That's all right. I'll take
it. And applause from the people watching on Facebook. But I'd like to ask, I think Mark Riccadonna is from Cleveland. He's a fan of the Indians. I'd like to ask him
Jason Lawhead.
What they think of the whole. I mean, I guess when it comes down to it, who gives a shit? Logo's a logo, but it's almost it's just like these slippery slope things. It's like I love. It's like there's always like, okay, we're gonna do this. Just give them that. What's gonna happen? Then it's like the next thing. It's like someone's gonna be offended by the word Giants. We call them New Jersey people fat. Like, where does the Giants come from? Fat people don't like that their New York football team is saying they're.
Giants are just tall, they're not fat.
Yeah, I know, but who knows? There could be a small group of people that reads it wrong. I don't like my fat kids think. My friends are saying, "Hey, that giant logo is good for your giant ass body."
Right.
Oh, now my son is all crying at school. Could we get rid of this name? Could we call them the New York?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Giving any voice power brings on a lot more problems.
Is there any other insulting ones other than Indian names? Is there any other teams that have insulting? I wonder how the Dolphins feel.
They're fucking
I mean, the
all day long. That's what you hear them.
People at SeaWorld are fucking up in arms. They're like, no, we fuck over wildlife, not you.
Yeah, right.
We held on. It's just as ridiculous.
There is no other. The Patriots, they're just offensive because they're so good.
Yeah, the Patriots.
They're going to win, right?
Yeah, it's very tough to root for the Super Bowl because.
Well, it's hard for you. You're a Giant fan.
I'm a Giant
fan.
Not but you're a Cowboy fan. You can't like the Eagles.
Fuck the Eagles. I don't want the Eagles to win. I hate the Eagles more than I hate the Giants.
Here's the only part of me that will.
I love Brady.
Here's the only part of me that will, like. There's a small part of me. My cousin Anne Marie's husband Jeff is a lifelong Eagles fan, and I love Jeff's a great guy.
So you like to see him?
I would like to just for Jeff and his brother and and his mother.
Right.
I'd like, but that's the smallest part of me that would want the Eagles to win.
Right.
I'm really just rooting for my Super Bowl boxes that I have right here.
See, I'm a Cowboy fan, but I don't like. I'm not so invested in the football anymore, so I don't care. But I hate the Eagles. So I don't want the Eagles to win. Now, like there's friends like Jimmy Schubert's there's a lot of guys who are Eagle fans. Of course, I want you to be happy.
Right.
That'd be nice. So I'm not invested emotionally, but I like Brady, man. I don't. How do you not like that dude?
Nice.
Unless you're a Jet fan, of course you don't like him. But Giants should love him. Giants should be rooting for them just because they can be the only team to beat them in the big game.
Listen, deep down, I'm rooting for Brady. You know what I mean? In the Patriots.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never disliked the Patriots until we played them in the Super Bowl.
Right, of course.
It's great that we are the only ones that beat them. That's a great thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was rooting for Jacksonville against them because I wanted Tom Coughlin to get to the Super Bowl after getting shoved out of the Giants, which I hated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And let me tell you something, man. I believe those fucking referees in that Patriots game giving Tom Brady every pass interference call in the Jacksonville.
Bro.
None. They wanted them in too. I believe football is on the verge of WWF wrestling. Like, listen, I don't know, man. It just
XFL, man. You gonna be for it?
Yeah, why not? We're already fucking fixing games.
Yeah. Did you see Ronda Rousey's now with WWF?
Yeah, what else is she gonna do? She can't fight no more.
No, of course, man. I felt good for him. Like, good, get that money.
Yeah, well, I saw some, grown men bitching about that.
Ugh. I cannot look at when it comes to wrestling.
I don't watch wrestling.
I don't either. And I cannot have a conversation about it. We know it's fake. You know it's fake. Just watch it and enjoy it for its entertainment value. Do not discuss it to me like it has anything that matters about it. Okay?
Yeah.
That's like trying to have a full-blown conversation with me about fucking, Horrible Bosses, the movie. Like, do you know if their boss really was like that? Like, no, it's a movie. It's made up. It's fun. I loved it. I love for the entertainment. I'm not watching it for a conversation. WWE is entertainment. Please don't try to have a conversation like it matters. Please just have it. Enjoy it. Have a conversation with other nerds who enjoy it. Do not try to tell me how it intertwines with the world. It doesn't.
Yeah. And I watched it till I was, 12. My dad told me it was fake. I go, no, it wasn't. I'm telling you that it's real. So we went to a county fair with me, and we sat up close, and you saw how fake it was. He's like, see, whenever you're ready, let's go.
See, I don't, and I know it's fake, and then that's the thing. I'm not arguing.
I don't care that it's fake. No, I know people don't believe it's real.
Yeah. But don't discuss it like we're open, like it's like a thing we're talking.
Yeah, I don't care that you enjoy it, but to be like Ronda, I saw a grown man our age go. I loved the Royal Rumble until Ronda Rousey came and she ruined it for me. I go, bro. First off, we're gonna start off. You're a grown man. We're gonna start off with that right there. You're going right there. Grown man watching Royal Rumble, which is fine. I accept it.
Yeah,
I like to me, whatever, man. But now a hot broad that can kick your ass shows up. Ronda Rousey's hot, and you're like, that ruined the night for you. That ruined the night for you? Why? She's beautiful.
And she's fucking badass, and she's got a good name. She's going to bring fans to you that were liked real fighting. How is it a negative for your fucking thing that you watch every Monday?
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Nah, I don't shit on people for liking wrestling, but I did shit for saying that Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, but to say anything ruins anything when it comes to entertainment. You're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, Ghostbusters remake ruined it for me. Like, get the fuck out of here.
It ruined my childhood. Yes. Did it? The older movies available on VHS, DVD. Yeah. You could go right back to your childhood.
Right back.
You don't need to even see that one. It's not ruining your childhood. Mm-hmm. And first off, you're a grown fucking man. Ruin your childhood? I don't even understand that sort of behavior.
That's the thing. You can't get your brain around talking like that.
Yeah.
I learned it was fake when...
I learned it was fake when I worked in a nursery and babysat the evil wrestler's kids. The hell are you talking about? What evil wrestler?
So I've learned it was fake. At my old high school, when I was a kid, my father was a security guard there, and they had wrestling. Bob Backlund.
I remember Bob Backlund.
And fucking Andre the Giant were fighting.
Yeah.
At my school. Mm-hmm. At the school. I didn't go to the school at the time. I was only fucking 10 years old. So I went, my father got me in, and we watched the wrestling. Iron Sheik. It was Bob Backlund and the Iron Sheik.
Okay.
And went downstairs. My dad brought me downstairs to where they were at in their locker rooms.
Uh-huh.
And they had like curtains drawn. They were like in the back of the line. And they were sitting down smoking cigars.
You got to meet Bob Backlund, the Iron Sheik?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
And they were playing cards.
As a kid.
They were playing cards. I got a picture. Bob Backlund put me up on his shoulder like this. I was like, why are you sitting with the Iron Sheik? Well, you can't be playing cards with the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to be racist against him. I was supposed to hate
him. He's like going to blow us up with nuclear weapons. Isn't that what? Aren't you supposed to be defending the world? What are you doing, Bob?
Yeah, Bob Backlund.
What the fuck is wrong with Bob?
I thought you liked the front lines. Yeah. I thought you front lines so we get rid of these Muslims.
Yeah,
what's going on?
No wonder we're going to get attacked in 15 years. Good job, Bob. No, but that was like in 1979, 1980. And then I realized it was fake, and I still watched it until they started to do these like soap opera things about them.
Yeah.
Like they all had like these backstories and like soap opera, like, well, if I lose, I got to marry Jim's daughter. Like all that stuff started happening. Like, wait, marrying? I don't want to know about people getting married in the middle of a ring. I don't want this. And then I was done.
Yeah.
Then I was done because I just didn't want that story.
Wait, Aaron, you babysat the kid Roddy Piper's kids? Is that what you're saying? You babysat the kids of Roddy Piper, Magnificent Morocco, and King Tonga? How do I know you 15 years and you've never told me this?
Because this is what she does. This is how she...
You spring that now?
Yeah.
That's a great story you should be telling people constantly.
You should have been...
Like, guess who I used to babysit for?
Yeah, that should be your intro.
Unless I'm reading this wrong in the chat. That's crazy.
Wow. Well, look at that.
The nursery babysat the evil wrestler kids... I don't know what.
You trying to follow that?
No, I'm all right. I'm lost. I'm trying to get into somebody else's brain. It ain't working.
Don't try to get into the brain.
All right, but yeah, grow up, people. Enjoy your wrestling, but don't shit on my Ronda Rousey.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? She was a great UFC champion.
She was.
You know what I mean?
It was after it turned into striking. No, she was out. Once it became a striking league.
That's how it was for me.
What?
Kidding. Once it turned to striking, I was out. Most fights, when the striking starts, that's when I was out.
Right.
I can shit talk, I can dance, I can be like, come on, but when the striking hits, I'm out. Be like, whoa.
Did you ever get into an argument with somebody, or like almost fight, and then it doesn't go down, and you kind of you're like a punk? Kind of punk out a little bit. It doesn't happen. Yeah. And then you replay what you would have done.
I punked out a lot of it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But I'm saying then you replay what you would have done.
Oh, yeah.
If it really would have went down.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You start thinking like, oh, if you would have came. Oh, you would have came. Like by yourself, not with anybody. Just talking to yourself. Like you look in the mirror. The next time I see him, bro, I'm telling him.
Yeah.
I'm telling him, fucking, come on, bring it this time.
Yeah.
Like you do the whole thing over and you beat him up in your fucking mind. And then you see him and he's like, what's up? You're like, hey, what's happening?
What's up, man? What's up, man? Or you see him and you go the other way?
Yeah.
That's my signature UFC move. What do you do when you see the guy that wants to kill you? I go the other way.
I wasn't a brawler.
That'd be funny, like a UFC thing. Like you see the entrance music, and then the camera is just like waiting for me to come down the corridor, but then it's just going the other way. You see me running away from the building. Taking a long way.
I never was a fighter, but I was a weaponry kind of guy. I don't like
what a weapon
kind of guy. Like
you would like knife people? See, now I was neither. Most fights I got into were like most of the bigger fights I got into was not started. But it was something I had to do at the time.
Right.
Like I'm at a party and my friend got into a fight with somebody, and it just turned into something.
Yeah.
Or someone. I unfortunately my whole life has this face where somebody like I look like somebody or have a very common face.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've been at parties be like, oh, you were saying that about? I heard you were saying. I was like, I don't even know you, man. I'm from East Brunswick. Like, I'd be like in Old Bridge somewhere at a party, and some guy's like, that fucking guy. I'm like, this fucking guy. It's my first time here. Now I'm fighting somebody in the yard. I'm like, how'd that happen? This is a very painful face to have.
See, nobody wanted to fight. I never really had I had like a couple of one-on-one fights. It was more like groups of people getting into big fights.
Yeah.
But the one-on-one fights I did have, I always wound up grabbing something. Like I stabbed a dude with a glass bottle, hit a guy with a bat, hit a guy. Bottles were my thing. If I can grab a bottle, I'll stab you with it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not getting hit in the face, man.
Yeah.
Not getting hit in the face. I never want to get in the face.
I bit a guy one time.
So,
And while I was biting him, he starts going, he's biting me. Why are you biting me? I go, because you beat me up. Yeah. I'm losing. I got nothing else, man. I'm the teeth. That's it.
Yeah.
I bit his leg. I'd be like, oh.
My grandfather
I have a
taught
good
me-
bite. I'm just saying, if you're thinking about fucking with me, I bite good.
My grandfather told me never. My grandfather instilled it in my head. He used to say, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Since I'm like 6 years old, hit him with a 2x4.
Hit him with, wait, you just carry around 2x4?
I didn't even know what he meant.
That's, oh.
2x4. Just grab a piece of fucking wood and hit him with
Like, I don't know if we should hang out that Mike after he walks around with a 2x4. He may be trouble.
I'm like I had a bit one time. I did it one time. I was like, what do you think? I hang out at Home Depot? What the fuck am I getting 2x4s all day long?
Hit him with a
You know
2x4.
like, but he meant just hit him with something. Like my grandfather would bust people's skulls open. He didn't give a fuck. So I'm like, all right, that's what we do. We pit you because I don't listen. When I'm fighting in the street, I don't need there's not going to be a belt at the end. No one's going to be like, yay, Mikey. I don't give a fuck if you respect how I won. You know what I respect? That my face didn't get hit. I don't want to get hit.
Yeah, well, then you shouldn't fight.
No shit. That's why I didn't fight a lot of times. But I got to
Well, you
one
grew up
fight-
in Jersey City, so there's probably more weapons available.
Yeah.
More bottles around.
Exactly.
Like, I grew up in East Brunswick. Any fight, I don't think I've ever, because I've seen a lot of fights. I've been in a few. I don't think I've ever seen a fight involving weapons.
Oh, really?
I mean, not like people came like with knives
right,
or something like that. Like
chains.
Like one time there was we got into there was this place called some billiard place on Milltown Road. I forget what it's called, like Elite Billiards or something like that. Whatever. Got into something with some guys from some other town.
Right.
And then nothing happened there, and there was a 7-Eleven up the street.
Right.
Well, this girl, Erica, I knew her sister Jody just got her car. She's like, I just got my new car.
Right.
Oh, you drive us to 7-Eleven? So we go to 7-Eleven, and those same guys were there.
Oh, really?
And my friend Tony had like just short fuse.
Yeah.
And I forget the whole back and forth words, but it turned out we're all hopping in the car. Like, Tony, get in the car. We pull away, and they throw a Snapple bottle.
Right.
Just right through her brand new car's back window, just glass shattered all over us. I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, no, I remember now. Tony punched through the window of their car. That was it.
Okay.
And started punching the guy, and we pulled Tony off. Let's get out of here. Then they threw the Snapple bottle. Check this out. Police come to the billiards hall, and they're like, obviously they see the car with the broken glass, like this group of kids.
Right.
So they take us all in. And they're like, who punched the window? The kid's got glass all in his eye. Whoever punched the window
He's in trouble.
is in serious trouble. So no one's narking anybody out. So like, we're bringing one of the guys in here to point out who did it.
Right.
So they come in to the police station. He goes, he did it. Point it right at me.
Really?
I go, I didn't. I'm sitting there. So then the cops leave. I go, yo, Tony, listen, I'm not going to you better fess up. I'll beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
If I go to jail for you can't make me go.
Did he
No, he wound up because it was like, that'd be a dick move.
Right.
Make me take, I didn't, if I did something, that's one thing. But like, that's, as far as weapons, like a Snapple bottle, it's a very suburban weapon, the Snapple bottle. We don't got. Would you guys use knives and guns in East Brunswick? Nah.
I don't want to Snapple
Did you ever
fact.
use a false? Yes, I want a Snapple fact right through the window.
Hey, fact is, if I throw this through your window, it's going to break.
Was it Joseph Dylan Gibson? LOL, 9 viewers. Currently, we had 11 before.
All right.
Joseph. We had a whole 11. People dip in and out, Joseph.
What does it matter?
I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't know who Joseph Dylan Gibson is.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Boo to whoever the fuck you are.
Yeah. Well, Joseph Dylan Gibson, download the audio podcast.
Thanks.
That's the numbers we give a shit about
Thanks for
anyway.
adding 9. Why don't you make it 8?
Now we're down to 7.
Take care. Back to 8. So anyway, yeah, I would fight with, like, we would always fight with shit. And I only been into a couple. I've only been into like maybe 4 fights where it was just fist to fist. You know what I mean? Like me fighting someone.
Yeah.
Like, oh, me and you after school. And I didn't do well in any of them.
Nah.
Like the one I stabbed the guy with a bottle. The other one I got my ass handed to me. My face got hit into I broke my nose twice, right? So it broke into a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
And then my back of my head went to a fire hydrant. So my back of my head's bleeding. My face is bleeding. Mm-hmm. I punched the kid once. I hit him, and he wants to stop the fight.
Right.
And I was all right with stopping the fight because my face was hurting. Mm-hmm. And he's like, dude, there was like a bunch of people watching the fight. He's like, yo, tell your mother you got jumped by these people. And I'm like, my mom's right there.
Right.
And he's like, my mom was watching the fight the whole time. Mm-hmm. As I got my ass handed to me.
That's awful. Yeah, I think I don't feel like most fights I've been in have been like very even. We beat the shit out of each other, and then we're just out of breath, and then it's almost like 3 weeks later, like, be friends.
We're so, but I'm still so like not wanting to be.
Joseph Dylan Gibson. What's the name of the podcast? Right there, bro. It's like the top fucking thing on our heads, and you can subscribe at any of these apps down here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So one time, this was during Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah.
Me and Frank were going to the TikTok diner in Clifton every night because it was the only place in the air that had power.
All right.
So we pull in, and me and Frank are walking towards the diner, and there's like over towards the front, there's a biker gang, like a bunch of bikers.
Uh-huh.
I could see them up towards the front of the parking lot, and me and Frank are walking towards the diner, and this one big black fucking biker comes walking towards us with a chain.
Oh shit!
And he goes, "You have a fucking problem?" Well, my knees were like
Jello. Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, no problem. Probably got a girl voice. No problems.
I was like, what? And now I'm thinking this guy's going to hit me with a chain, and I got to do this. Mm-hmm. Like, I got to put my hand up in the air. And I don't want it to hit me in the head, but I got the chain hit my ribs. Uh-huh. And then maybe I can get it away from him.
Right.
Frank does this. Frank is on my left where the guy's coming. Uh-huh. Frank sachets behind me and goes to my right. Now it's like...
Picture Frank sachet.
He's like, what are you? And we're like, what do you mean? We got a problem? And out of the corner of my eye, I see my friend Jimmy. Mm-hmm. It's his friends.
Oh.
And he's dying laughing that he had this guy come up to us.
Right.
I was like, it took us an hour to get our composure back. Me and Frank were just in the diner like, I thought we were getting fucked up. You know how some people don't want to fight and they don't care? Like, you had something to say to me and it's over? That's how I felt this guy was.
Yeah.
So you got a fucking problem? I was like, no, we don't. We just part.
Yeah.
And before I can get any words out, I saw Jimmy laughing. I'm like, oh my God, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. I feel like if like
my knees were like, oh, blah, blah.
Yeah. Fighting, it's just like when you start fighting, you're like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck is going on here?
That's why I just do weapons. I mean, I'm serious, man.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be a tough guy.
I just try to avoid. I talked the guy out of beating me up one time.
Yeah,
like a dude wanted to beat me. He wanted to kick the shit out of me, and I was like, listen, man, we know that this is going to go.
Pros and cons.
I was like, if you're going to beat me up, just do it, man. I'm not going to fight back. But if you need to like get over whatever the fuck's going on, like if you can't move on till you beat me up, I'm just going to let you pound on me. They'll pull you off, and then it's over.
Right.
So I'm not going to fight back. So if you want to do it, just do it. Because I know I can't beat you.
Right.
I'm not even going to try. And he goes, the fuck, man? Like he was just like, like I totally ruined his day.
What the fuck?
Like I just totally like. So that was a good move on me. I saved myself a beating, man.
Dude, you should teach
I've seen this guy beat other people up. Like I was like,
instead of Tiger Showman, like maybe I'll pay for your class. You just walk in and Give him negotiation skills.
Yeah.
How to not to get beat up.
Joe Fernandes has had to get out of a fight.
Like the people come, they'll be prepared to learn how to self-defend. Like, why are you wearing those sweatpants?
Yeah.
Aren't you going to teach me some defense moves? Yeah, sit down.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm going to reason with them.
Have a big sign on the wall. When all else fails, urinate and run. I feel like, wow, this guy's got some great technique to get out of shit.
All right.
All right, man. That's a good podcast. Almost 2 hours.
Yeah,
man.
that's good, man. That was good.
We had it was the 100th episode.
Right.
And it was cool watching the viewers. We dipped high, we dipped low. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're shooting during the day, so it's like you're not going to get a lot of people listening
what time
at
is
work.
It right now?
It's
4:15.
People are still at work.
People are at work, and we got in another 45 minutes. You got the State of the Union to come up. So we're like your pre-State of the Union.
Pre-State of the Union.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah. That's where we are.
But yeah, people, we really appreciate you checking out the Facebook Live. We love that. If you only dipped in for a little bit, and just please, down here, these are the apps you can use. Search the All in Our Heads podcast, and those are the numbers that matter for us. So if you can go subscribe to the audio feed, we'd appreciate that. Yeah, that's that. Got anything you're looking to promote, Mike?
I don't think so.
All right. I have something next month. I'm headlining Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club in Point Pleasant, February 21st. It's a Wednesday night. I have things between them, but they're like fundraisers and stuff.
I'm in Lancaster. I'm at the Stitches.
Oh, okay.
They're reopening. So I'm in there not this coming weekend, the following weekend.
Oh, okay.
Right? The weekend before Valentine's Day. So the following weekend.
Oh, actually, the weekend after Valentine's Day, I'll be up at the Comedy Shop in Newton, New Jersey. Tickets are available for that. It's like a whole dinner. It's like a Valentine's Day show, even though it's the Saturday after Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like
that's the thing. It's in the middle of the week.
Like a 3-course dinner comedy show. Go to jjcomedy.com for those tickets. And then February 21st, I'm headlining Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club.
I'm doing something for James on Valentine's Day. There's some kind of organization. So if you want to check back on my website, if it's an open thing, I'll let you know. But it's Valentine's Day night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right. So you can always go to MikeGaffneyLive.com to see all those dates. Go to JoeFernandez.net to see all mine. Like I said, please download the audio podcast to help us with the numbers. If you're on iTunes, please comment, rate the show. We're also putting up these full broadcasts on my YouTube channel, and pretty soon on Mike's YouTube channel. So, just help us with all that. We appreciate all your support. And you guys have been listening to All in Our Heads.